Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Manicheans series of Crusader Kings 3 here on the Lord Master channel. And I have a few things to say, but first let's deal with this little event that just popped up since I decided to jump ahead a couple of days before this event came up and decided to hit record here. Manichean merchants. Over the centuries, many merchants across the Silk Road have followed the teachings of Mani, the religion of light. Thus, it is no surprise that Manichean merchants of my territories like to use Manichean religious buildings as places to store their goods and their wealth in between their journeys. Some of these merchants are asking me to assist with them with this by using my power and resources as the Runamre to protect these holy sites from thieves and bandits. Well, since I have a lot of money, no doubt I'll gladly help them, but let me see the other options. No need to confiscate. That wouldn't look good in the eyes of the Manicheans. So I'll say, yes, I'll gladly help them. Spend 75 gold while gaining a bit of legitimacy for helping Manichean merchants. That's +1 stewardship and diplomacy for the next 10 years. So now for historical context. Manichaeism was a religion popular amongst the merchants of the Silk Road, particularly the Sogdians and the Uyghurs, who frequently used the Manichean monasteries and houses of worship as banks and storage centers. When the Tang dynasty of China persecuted the Manicheans in the 9th century, for example, they confiscated not only the goods and wealth belonging to the Manichean religious institutions, but also those belonging to the Manichean merchants who stored such goods and wealth at those sites. So we'll help them with that. Which reminds me, and this is something that was an issue with the prestige, and fame, which I'll talk about that in just a moment. I'm sure you people have heard by now, for those who keep up with all things Crusader Kings 3, Paradox Interactive. In 2 weeks' time, there's going to be the release of the newest event pack DLC, Coronations, which is all about the Coronations event and the people involved around it, which is usually applied in kingdoms and empires. And it kind of makes you wonder, I mean, obviously this would make, by the time this DLC comes out, I'll make sure not to update it if I tend to continue the Manichean series for a little bit longer. Because I made it known in my previous episode that I do have plans for a future playthrough after the release of the Coronations DLC, and that is whenever the next player pack for Rice comes out with Nubia, where it's more relevant to be playing in the Nubia region, which is, you know, where it is. That's where that part of the series is going to be for next. Because it'll feature the two situations, the Nile River and Bakht, which more information would be brought up in the future whenever the player pack comes out, though all 4 of its dev diaries have been posted from CyberXCon for those who wish to check out, unless you want me to leave you a link whenever I mention that next time in a post on my YouTube channel. Because that area, that whole region, is where I tend to play in next, and it'll be the last CK3 series I'll do before the, you know, the map expansion eastward for all that. So that next video series won't probably come around till around September or even October by that time, which I intend to make that as another long-term series. Whereas I will continue on with this one for as long as I like. But nothing's guaranteed these days. But I'll tell you what is guaranteed. Because, you know, we need more fame, because I lowered the level of fame in the previous episode because we had to get rid of some of the nomadic territory, which I am not interested in and don't want it anymore. We're just trying to cut the fat, so to speak. If I want to get all that fame back, well then, let's do a grand tour for once. It'll be a grand majesty tour, rather than taxation, because we can get all the money through the, you know, Silk Road merchants. But take your pick. There's so many places you wish to visit, but I'd rather go after those who have a lowered opinion towards me. But first, it's not time to hunt, right? Can I hunt in 5 years' time? And plus, having an excuse to travel. You know, with this. Get more wandering experience, because I like to have inspection again for the domain taxes to go up, since we're still not making about as much monthly income as my mother did when she was ruling. It's amazing that I'm 50 years old and I still have children. Bunch of children. I better get you married right away. Lest that we would have adultery issues. Because of your lustful nature. Because look at the size of our living members. I want to increase that by marrying off the adult children, but for this one is about to become an adult soon. And remember, I disinherited this one, and this is the one who's going to be set to inherit. Even though I only did that because he's paranoid, and I don't want a paranoid ruler. But there's room for improvement for him. And you're already well traveled yourself, and there's going to be more traveling to do here. And then as for you, is there someone who has some skills that is a noble with good inheritable traits, like this one. And I calls him a philosopher. Yeah, you'll take prestige hits. Oh my god, you're terrible. Paranoid, craven, greedy, are you kidding me? You ought to go to confessions to get rid of your paranoia and possibly greed. I mean, I like greedy, but it has its uses. And it should be noted that as far as succession skin is concerned, when Hozor is going to have Junga will go to him. And Bokut will have Gui. So yeah, splitting the kingdoms will do wonders while we get to keep the whole of the large part of the town basin, which I do like controlling over that. Transoxiana is not yet created, and I don't want to create it. I mean, yeah, it would be easy to get, you know, these guys in here with the rightful liege and all that, but I'd just rather leave you to your own devices. Sultanate of Mesopotamia, and our old original Manichean homeland from afar. Huh. Anyways, let's do that. Grand tour. Majesty. We're gonna go to places. Gotta go to you. Don't make a stop there. And then to you, 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 you. You over there, and you over there. That's my attempt to try to increase the opinion of everybody. Including those who don't like to be at peace because we still have that one Tigris vessel that I forget. Bring everybody over. Every available courtier. Yes, you're coming with us too. Gotta get your travel skill up. Disinherited, but you still coming. Unless I put you in a monastery. Years. But the travel will be somewhat dangerous, but I ain't afraid. Get as much prestige gain as we can. Excessive furniture. That's all I can say. Screw it! Let's just be the most prestigious yet. Let's do it. And we'll make plenty of fortunes, as there's a 16% chance of I getting a small amount of gold from a trade deal, depending on diplomacy and stewardship, and I got lots of that. Let's move up. Got lots of traveling to do. And one last thing. Stock up for travels. I don't know why we still have that on, even though we're not at war. Not in a state of war. Oh, really? Oh, you're calm-minded. Give me more advanced research to increase my monthly lifestyle experience. Might as well replace you with another better bodyguard. Cost you 200? I ain't afraid. Just wanted to retire some old heads. See too if you can create books and tapestries. That's something we don't have enough of. Books and tapestries. So we're ready. Time has come to depart for my grand tour of the Uyghur Hogoliji. My court is packed, ready and raring to go. But first I'll be my vassal, Ikshwana Chakalpak's castle over in Osrasana. I look forward to visiting him and seeing my realm, one holding at a time. I am certain that Uyghurs and these subjects will speak of my benevolence for a long time to come. Can't wait. And just gained 200 prestige back at the start. Pata Vamna's development. It reached 30 here. It would have reduced cost of 100. My attempt to establish a trade around my domain was a failure, as my political decisions and actions on the ground were not enough to gold merchants linking their business from faraway places to my counties. Gold has been thrown away. Crud. Well, we're soon going to start making it all back during the travels. Should nothing bad happen. The landless adventure army just rose here. Okay, we'll take a detour to Kashgar because we ran out of water and therefore we gotta go to the nearest oasis. 67% chance. I like those odds. Damn it. You can always keep trying, you know. Try again. Damn it! You'll get all the prestige back anyhow during this course of the Grand Tour. A mill. Poor health. They do more than is necessary. Just safe treatment. Best course of treatment would be some rest, surround me in soft pillows, and gently tuck me in under layers of many blankets. Before I should have my chambers, she told my current sun it was noon. Some extra sleep turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst night is leaving and the world seemed a little brighter. I wish I had some extra sleep. That's the reason why I couldn't record as much videos as far as the output of the videos, because of health reasons. But that's neither here nor there. We arrive in a small village of Courtiers, as to see quite a commotion in the town square. An unfortunate creature is surrounded by furious villagers, and a bleak, hopeless look in his eyes fades and brightens as he notices my procession is approaching. These villagers said my actions have made a sinner of me, but it's all lies. Won't you give me the justice? True, the evidence these circumstances, but lowly peasants should never speak to the Rodamaran prompt. Oh, I'm a calm and reasonable man. So I'll just say it's frivolous. Let him go. The control level's reduced over there, but that's at your behest, not me. I travel far from home, and the ice-cold winds are far behind. Though the first change of climate was pleasant and wonders my complexion, and the air thick with moisture makes me feel as if I'm breathing through a damp cloth. The air is cooling and invigorating. It helps greatly to offset this heat exhaustion, but it simply isn't enough. Do you really want to lower your health during a time like this? Either option, you can stress to the humble, but you're not getting any stress because you're extremely hungry. Just say you need water. I was caught. Yesterday our travels at Kakaf were rather grueling. I was so exhausted I overslept. The rest of my entourage did not want to wake me up. Say that they worried that I would not be in the right state of mind if they gave me enough time to rest. I'll cover not to oversleep again. Slightly faster travel speed. My arrival at Exranachangapak's castle on Osan has marked a fanfare befitting the nominator of the realm. The locals are clearly awed by the grandeur and pomp of my escort. My vast duty receives me with all the recs of deference. Chakapak's outlines plan to ensure that Osana's will fare and fine a land that merely gazing on her towns and fields would be entertainment enough. Only time will tell. You gain 50 prestige upon arrival. Open it. Do that every time when that comes up. That's my old family epic. I recognize the anxious look on my sword's face. He is here to bring advantage. My lord, you come quickly. Your master of the hunt was just seen leaving the chambers of your vassal, Shamanak Safali. It's only in one thing. Exposed. I find myself curious to see how the low-life supposed to live, so I pay a visit to an establishment where the locals seem to be growing quite rowdy. One man stands atop a table, commanding the attention of everyone within earshot. What do we even need an extra one of our anyway? Chakapa makes us fight his battles while he rests on his laurels. Yet he expects our undying loyalty. The entire building erupts to thumping and applause. Kayuma Yekshwane is not popular in his own home. Look, I'm an old man, and I'm sick. I don't want to get wounded right now. Just say, arrest these traitors. I conclude my role of visitation. Now my procession prepares to depart. Chakapak and his court have aligned up to see me part, and with everyone present, time to collect tribute for bestowing him upon his presence. Tribute is that I will gain prestige and gain renown should he accept. It's not about money now. I can get money by the Silk Road merchants. And he gave in. Thank you. Now we'll go up to Fergana to visit the other vassal. Alright, it's Minai. She's at poor health at 67. So, just explains the planned evening banquet, promising entertainments and victuals on offer will need a stands of all court's dinners. She assures me that it's the only finest food she has to offer. 1 second. Forge approach. Again, we took everyone at court with the exception of this courtier, daughter Safali, and this guest. Do I even have one of these? You do have regalia. But it's the old Sogdian regalia. Consist master appears. Maybe you could create a very good high quality rune? I'll give it to you. With the funds. Now we are significant in the level of splendor. Visma. You are a skilled tactician who gains skilled tactician, military engineer, and desert warrior. You know, you're the Rusta of Janga. But damn it, those traits are not good for you. Despite your military education. You would be a good strategic commander, but not a frontline commander. I sit at the dinner table waiting my dessert. When it finally arrives, scarce to contain my elation. The delightful cake in the shape of the Urgalavamna fort is placed in front of me. The thing is so authentic I can imagine the little honeyed invaders trying to breach the walls of my dessert. Of course I love it, but the only question is, I gotta best show my appreciation. I'll remember this. My black court is presented and celebrated the world over, in which they could match to enjoy its splendor. And with that comes the admirer. Today, Konchak is ushered in, introduced as representing a small Manichean temple in Barakshan. All peerless Damre, my friends and I hear of the wonders which may made for you. Wish to donate to your metalsmith? We deeply honor us, Your Majesty. We've saved for months. It is I who am on it. Thank you very much. Food's been piled high once again this evening, as I've come to expect. However, the little pastries I've grown so fond of seem to be absent. I turned to extra with a quizzical expression on my face. I know you expected more pastry, Madame, but the cook assures you that every last one went missing just before it was ready to be served. We tried to catch sleep, but the gluttonous villain was too far elusive. Not too elusive for me. Failed to find him. Damn! Time for tribute. So he gave in. And, we will not go to Beshbalik because the man is busy with whatever he's doing. Oh, war. That's the reason. And I will not be going to the other place either in Hoboksa. Because of war. Okay then. We're gonna take the long way around across the steppe to head over there. And I got it. You're giving me an artifact, Chakapak? The hair of Muhammad. Okay. Well, you were being generous. Kind of useless to us, but yeah. Interesting little artifact. Much like the robes of the Buddha. Yep, we're taking the long way around. Traveling across the steppe and desert. Mainly desert. Then you'll reach the steppe up there. You gain an inspiration. Wants to write about hunting. How much can I pay you? 145. You got it. You got it, man. Well met, Leech, for the patronage of Kang, the metalsmith. They say she's forging much worthy of her damare. Please take us to give it her. I wouldn't want to miss the chance to witness the creation of a masterpiece. We're gonna must have more money than knows what to do with. How generous. Let's try that again. 116 gold. Entering the barony of Ichiwok, I don't know if that's how to pronounce, are welcomed by a troop of entertainers. There are puppet shows, dancing, and song. My daughter Safali seems to be enjoying the music, and is delightfully enthralled by one gesture in particular. The man is an extraordinary performer, juggling several instruments in between playing them. There's a Spencer called Thomas Safali. You done overslept. Like Mahayana nomads. Oh yeah, there's some bad seeds out there. Too weak to send an ultimatum right now. It's from those up there. Now we're entering the steppe. You probably noticed it's August and crap in the head. Oh, you noticed that it's August and why is it still white? It's like snow over there. Well, that's because White Zud is the situation phase that's going up in the steppe. That's why. The weather looks fine down here, but up there, oof. Rough time to be in the steppe. Can extort subjects now. Keep it up. Hopefully we can get this and keep on traveling. As I travel through the steppe of Overhaul, I come across a group of hunters. They allow me to follow along for a hunt for a while, point out some specifics in their technique and some tracking clues unique to this area. Perhaps they could train me. We knew that traveling through the steppes wouldn't be easy. We march until a night while stop, arrive at our next destination so late that we don't even dine. Our horses neigh, refusing to leave the water whenever we find a stream. Yet they're used to the steppe back home. They're still animals and need their rest. A local merchant comes to us after hearing our complaints, pointing to a wooden barn behind him, filled with locals. I have the best mounts you'll ever find, sturdy and durable. How fortunate. Give me your best stallions. I always got money to pay. Faster travel and safer travels. While traveling on the road here, we discovered to our horror that a number of our food supplies got mixed with a lot of water by accident. It's now rather moldy. There aren't any swords nearby, so we need to forage and hunt for some food to hold us over. Though this will waste time, on the other hand, we could tough it out. Ration out what food we still have and hurry to the nearest settlements. Take our time to forage and hunt here. $132. Father of greatness will judge these sinners. We're still here. As I pass through a small town of my travels, I am accosted by a foul-smelling man. He stumbles forth and nearly falls onto a member of my entourage as he approaches. His breath reeks of alcohol and has clearly had a few too many cups of meat. Could you spare some change, my lord? Things have been hard up lately and I could really use a pint. After he uses the last of his silver in this to beg, he falls over the ground and pisses himself. It's clearly a sad state of affairs, but it's hardly my problem, is it? At your age, perhaps we can make something of you yet. Come on in. There's no need for dedication, as I'm prestige intensive these days. Not that I'm planning on hunting anytime soon. While in Hobaksa, came across some ancient ruins. A number of destitute beggars and migrants were squatting there, having nowhere else to go. Some entourage says we should move on, but who knows what these desperate and dangerous vagabonds could be up to. Others, however, they say they appear harmless, say we should give them some money as a sign of charity. Let's help these poor souls. Let's help those who cannot help themselves. It's our duty to set a good example to society. As my procession continues on our journey throughout my realm, we end up traveling through the remote and unsuspecting region of Energy. Thought nothing of it, but Bergluk pulls me aside and enthusiastically espouses the virtue of the so-called wise man of courage. Excuse me, Lord, I can see you are suffering tremendously from ailment and affliction. The wise man is just a small detour away. I know he is exactly what you need to be healthy again. But I have my doubts, but Bergluk seems so utterly convinced of my virtue, this mystical healer. I feel tempted to pay a visit. Oh, I've been ill for a while. So a small detour should be fine. We'll go to see the wise man. This may have positive or negative outcomes. The charlatan of courage. At nightfall, I enter the dimly lit hovel of the wise man. My procession remaining outside. I have no doubts that the eccentric man hobbling around inside is who I seek. Ah, I've been expecting you. Come in. Share my fire, my Vurundamre. before I can even utter a word, his icy hands wrap around mine. I spent the entire night huffing absolutely intolerable stenches, drinking foul fluids, and having my body coated in stinging weeds. The entire experience adds even more nausea and pain to my existing affliction, and I end the night feeling worse than I started. I know not what I heard about this wise man, but it has become clear that he's little more than a common roadside mountebank. Mountebank? I've never seen that word before. Huh. He's hideous, he's a witch, he's a scholar. You know, in Manichaeism, being a witch is a crime. And we'll carry out that crime right now. Deceiving a rundown ring is a crime worthy of death. You tried him. But I still got better regardless. More funds to give you? You got it. Alright, we'll sell in for the dinner in just a moment. Dinner this evening is a little different from what I'm used to. The cook lackadaisically drops the bowl in front of me and immediately met with the most unworldly aroma I've ever smelled in my life. This dish is from the depths of the underworld. It is offensive to all the senses. Some slimy gray substance sits in the pale foamy broth like an untended chamber pot. A single sprig of herb placed on top of the frittata to make the thing look appetizing. My ear instinct compels me to fling the thing out of the nearest window. But El Tababuka of the Hogaravamne assures me that the local delicacy worthy of Rodamere. Becomes less majestic. Well, down a hatch. 5% chance it'll be a nauseating meal, and I gain ill. Heaven forbid that'll happen again. 4% chance of getting a nauseating meal. 44% chance I get a good meal. 5% chance for a good meal also. It'll be more majestic. Yep, that was a good meal. Small health boost. Studied my language. Good on you. Hear my beneficiary Kang muttering to herself from across the hall. I need such a great, such an epic creation to stand out and inspire us. What? Just what? When her spirited eyes meet mine, she breaks out in a small smile. My lord, what an amazing idea. Just for, what do you think of adding your family's model to your commission? Sure, that sounds lovely. Renown is always good. It's been a long and wondrous evening of revelry and merriment, and many a goblin meat has been shared between me and my good host. How it would seem that Itababokas would try to drink more than me, always filling his own goblet a little higher than mine. Is some sort of physical challenge? Perhaps I ought to set some stakes here. Don't try it. Especially I'm a temperate man. One sec. Shrine and city centers. Oh yes. And remember, building these temple only gives you renown for as long as it's in your domain. if you so wish. Not to mention a large amount of piety gain for building temples like these. Screw it, give me another for more renown. Dynasty gets this. Not I. So I see. At dinner I find an opportunity to demonstrate my majesty. My procession's rich with valuables and talented people. Perhaps I can ingrediate myself with the Vaboka if I leave a little piece of me behind. There are many things could bestow on my benevolence, perhaps. This hunchback guest of mine? Yeah, he could stay there. Here you go. Refuse the gift. How dare you? You don't want him? Time for tribute. And you refused. You're gonna be a problem. Meet with the other vessel there. $109. This is a cultural festival here. How I yearn to delight myself in the great activities and joys that I'm sure Turu has prepared and to show these people the extent of my magnificence. Let's start. You want to go to Europe? Legendaries get throughout the world. You got it! A group of religious men who requested an audience with me one day to ask for some domain land in the Pata of Parakshan in order to build a small monastery there. Well, the gold ask is significant. My party's online governance. I'm sure it's going to be a lot more than what I could afford. Barely. You got it. Gold is yours. Pray for my soul. Streets hanging with tapestries. Ah, the smell of freshly cooked pork. No way it shines during this time of year. What's singing, shouting, and revelry? My lord, come celebrate with us, says Count Turu with a welcoming smile. In the square, locals have gathered. They dance amid the pungent aroma of tea and bull stew. Such a lovely celebration. Consecration of Yedo. Patriarch Stavira excitedly enters my halls. My lord, I bring you word of the completion of Yedo's new temple. The faithful of culture may now honor the Father of greatness in a place worthy of his divinity. May the Father of greatness bless his soul. Possess something truly unique. I want more great treasures, just like the robes of the Buddha and the Iron Crown of Lombardy. Whatever European great artifact you'll find over there that's comparable to the Iron Crown, find it! The sky above Altai is clouded, and the grey streamers of the night start to wander around the narrow alleys. Turil's hold rises at the top of the hill, almost defiant. You could use a reminder of who he serves. Anurun Damire, by divine right. The crown hangs overhead like a moon above all the other stars. No matter how brightly you shine, I prevail. That's just alright, I'm a humble man myself. Time for tribute. He gave in. Thank you. We'll be heading to the only Tengrist vassal we have. And he's said to be a hero in his day. He was maimed, so that's understandable. It's 55 gold. And we need a new caravan master because he just died of cancer. Take Kandra. He's just some guy that we brought over court, so at least he'll make a pretty good caravan master. Excellent. My lord, I've been a visionary. Rago smiles and gestures me over ink stain hands. My book, my masterpiece is finished. The different birds are playing carabinette training. The cover is wood, it's been painted with a repeating image of a sumo from Mokti. Rodamre is Kubasar's art of hunting with birds. +1 prowess, prestige. Could have been better, but I'm impressed. Could have gone for something better. But more artifacts are to come. The sound of flutes and drums is quickly encountered by a group of dancing guests. All are following the music with joyful movements and laughter. A couple sneaks away now, and kids jump in a circle. A lonely old man struggles to move his hips. I turn to my spouse, Sirin, and admire a gentle smile clapping the rhythm of the music. May I, my sweet Sirin? Oh yeah, my lord. My beneficiary king waits in overweight. There's days and nights. It works when I'm done. She presents me with an object wrapped cloth as I lift my fabric on its grow white. An open approach to massive crest ship. It consists of an emerald cabochon that's adored in intricate filigree. Triumphant as a horse is elegantly inscribed on one side. This is lovely. Tonight I find myself unable to sleep for one reason or another. With a sigh, I step out of my chambers. My guards looked alarmed, worried that something is going on. But I raise my head to reassure them everything's alright. They leave me in peace. I pace back and forth on the ground outside. It is then I look to the night sky. I remember that the evenings not so long ago, when I and Theocarista spent some time staring at the stars standing in the constellation. I chuckle at myself as I raise my fingers. I try to point to the constellation we remember talking. There's the constellation of the Scarlet Marmot. Tribute. You refused. Can't wait to get rid of you one day. That'll be grand. Siege dog long and a nobility. yet another cult vessel here in Balgon. Joining the festivities of Balgon today, but not as much as my son, Konchak, Era Tucson. Even dancing and spinning with the locals at Jubilation Vega I've never seen from before. Fully immersed in the alien traditions of Kyrgyz culture. He seems completely at home, and the locals seem to adore him too. How nice. You were trying to tarnish my reputation. Damn fool. Tribute. She gave in. Look at that, I hear as I walk down the streets of Balgon. My courtier, the Bumna, is pointing at what seems to be known as the Great Builder's Smith's Guild. The Great Builder's Smith's Guild, you know, the Great Builder is one of the things related to Manicheans, but it's Smith's Guild. A group of apprentices are kneeled down and work at the front workbench. The master supervises the craft and, from the lintel to door, arms crossed to them. You'll need a bit more strength for that, son. Monsieur will now take a step in a direction, completely mesmerized. These people are worth helping. Help you with your development. Since leaving home over a year ago, I've seen the highs and lows reveled in the wind blowing through my hair and the lament of the rocks in my boots. There are so many places, so many things I've yet to see. Out there, on the open road, I feel free of the confinement of the court, if only for a little while. The roads are full of pilgrims and wanderers. Perhaps it is among them I'll find a place of mine. Peace of mind. Out here, I'm truly free. This will help me increase the monthly wandering lifestyle experience, whenever I choose to focus on that. Yeah, we're going that way. Long travel. How does burning a skull help warm it up? Also, I read about a treatment of it once. Success. Haha, I still got it. The wife falls pregnant. I still got it. I think it's time to evict them out of the realm. My lord, my beneficiary Chirag announces his arrival in a surprisingly loud voice. He proudly holds up a package of security replica. I return from Europe with an artifact from my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside is an artifact unlike anything I've ever seen before. Chirag smiles proudly. Edmund demanded he would become a saint from the moment of his birth. Legends tell that he was the king of East Anglia who volunteered as a sacrifice to the Vikings, rather than let his people be slaughtered by them. The head of Saint Edmund. Obviously, this is a Christian-related artifact, so it's kind of useless to us, but it'll look good on display for the court grandeur bonus. This is magnificent. You are a veteran adventurer now. I'd like for you to do that again. In fact, same for all of you. You know, I never had a crown. Never had a crown artifact, so. Create crowns and sculptures. Can any of you do that? I'd like to have those. Okay, I'll let you go. I'll lose the level of fame for this. But I'll get it all back when this is all over. You can have those lands. Although some did not leave because, well, reasons. But I've always wanted to, as I stated before, quote-unquote, trim the fat. And that includes you too. I want all nomadic vassals out. Because in future, when I get to hybridize with the Kushina culture, and all this will become one culture. Because it has to be 50 years old, and ours is until the year 1002, 1002. That is when we'll form that hybrid culture. I doubt I'll be around for that long for this character, but certainly I wish to hybridize with them, and I know exactly what I'm going to call this combined culture instead of whatever the hell this is going to be called. It would be Serindian, I believe. That's what I would call that culture. It's how the Greeks called, the lands of the Terran Basin there. This Serindia. If I'm even pronouncing that correctly. Oh look! This was once part of this kingdom. I'd like for you to come back in. You are vassals now. Yes, I lost a level of fame, but it'll be worth it. It's all part of Kubasar, which technically I'm the overlord of it, so they serve me directly. Honestly, does not show it ahead. But I do like money. Let's begin. It is morning, and I emerge reluctantly into the waking world as the morning sun suddenly pierces my vision. I see a servant shuffling awkwardly around my room. Instead, she sets my breakfast down beside me. I ask what troubles her. You are such minimal provocation, she begins to vomit words for. Oh, my wise and kind Madame, these walls talk. Oh, what terrible things they say. I know too much. Too much, I think some days. Yet the very end, I would never forgive you, I told you. I just can't keep these secrets in my head anymore. What if you coins loose in those lips? Deviancy, huh? Another evening, merriment draws to a close. I find myself locked in conversation with Toastone of all people. Before I know it, the room has become silent, save for our conversation. Everyone's hanging on by my next word. Though a little awkward, I'm sure I could tell it to everyone. You'll be delighted. Something light. Story was a person. Time for tribute, and he got it. And nobody's home on this one, so I guess we're just gonna go home then. Although I'm still gonna travel the long way around, just to buy me some time to try to get a Silk Road trade or what. You over there. I hear Desta crying and turn around to find a plow holding peasant, breath heavily engaged. She stops. She's like, I'm sorry, my lord, but it's a rare chance I have to talk to you. I understand you must grow the realm, but the royal buildings you've built here have left us without a job. She clutches a plow. Daughter of Sogdian who lives out there. Come work my lands. I shall give you what was taken from you. Strong hook on her. Oh, she's 53. But a peasant influx. So good for development and popular opinion here. Bank! Oh, damn it. There goes my other bodyguard. Not a search party for him. He's nowhere to be found. He's gone. Pneumonia. $93. And basically, now we got our money back ever since we began this grand tour. My daughter. Dharmadasi is his name. Which, mind you, it's a Buddhist sounding name, but it's part of our cultural mixture. A high altitude and brisk air off. It's a very freshly quality traverse the local hill fort. Soldiers in the valley below appear to be practicing some rare type of training I haven't seen before. I move it closer, feeling restrain my curiosity. While doing so, I approach our local captain. Gee, would you like to join, my lord? Hey, you are the heir, so join the man. You need to be training, not I. Because you're in your prime of your life here. So he's picked up rough terrain expert. I've granted a conjure of Nagormo, notables an impromptu audience on the road. A few moments to pay their respects. Find myself distracted with Kurtokus, if that's how you pronounce the name. My young courtiers act as a translator for some companions, switching between the languages and manners with nuance and ease, fostering a lively exchange. From what I've gathered, the boy is growing something to something of a natural emissary. A talent to foster. No, boy, come regardless in Mongol. Do me proud, lad. Gain a little prestige for that. Court event, but I'm not there. Still quite a ways though. Oh, hell. We got lost due to the language barrier. We're completely out of candied figs, my fellow travelers, Sonocrum stammers nervously. And baked truffles and fine cheeses, bowls of stew, and even parsnips. Should have packed more food. There's not a single crumb left. Nothing to eat as far as the eye can see. We're gonna starve. But I've been eating like a dormouse. How's this fair? There's bound to be parade somewhere. 70% chance to be got somewhere. 30% chance I'll be emaciated. It's because I have the hunter trait. We got. We're good. 96. $118. We did make it all the way to tier 4. Magnificent Liege. Battle tax contribution goes way up now. And development for the capital zone. 500 prestige, 300 renown. Wasn't able to visit all of you, but still had an excellent time with it. Oh yes, time for a hunt, even though I lack prowess, but damn it, don't fret. And get some new bodyguards. Would you like to be the new bodyguard, son? Job pays well. Oh, and you'll be the master of hunt too. Because I know you do have prior hunting experience. Just to give you some prestige at the beginning. Has a chance, has a chance. Small chance. You know, screw it. Try to track legendary game, even though it's a small chance of that happening, at least in my lifetime. What is it? I could do better. It's between me and Kang. My beneficiary Kang has been staring at my nose, they'll know the sword for an uncomfortably long time at this point. Pain expressed us just in good. What, Kang? Speak! I find myself. I'm sorry, my lord, I didn't mean to bother you. It's just that this sword is so amateurish, unpolished, unrefined, cheap looking. Who would dominate your rank deserves better. I would have made something better. Is that so? Show me that you could still do better for a woman of your age. You want to make an axe? Okay. Make an axe then. In the meantime, we hunt. Has there been any sightings lately? Yep, stag sighting over there in Jumisu. Get more prestige. Because that's what I care about these days. It's about to become extinguished again. And I intend to slay it. Nope. Take your time. Helps with this, anyhow. Nope. As we walk through Lada Morga, we are caught up in a crowd of people waiting for a large cart full of building materials to move out of the way. I don't need your stuff. I already got it cheaper somewhere else. One man shouts at another. The other one looks crestfallen and confused. What am I supposed to do with all these then? He responds weakly, more to himself than anyone else. I'll buy all your materials. For future reference, for keeps. It will have many building resources whenever that time comes to make some improvements. $105 gold. No need for dedications. Keep up with the prestige gain. Oh, do you now? One sec. You want to make a throne? How much? Is you're competent at your craft. This is all about stewardship, bitch. Yeah, you're not known for that, but hey, a throne is a throne. It'll be good for the court grandeur. Thank you very much. Yes, laden caravan. Show me something truly unique, because I'm a big spender these days. A magnificent spear. Ah, a long spear of excellent craftsmanship. A wrought iron head has been etched to display relief of inspirational quotes, then mounted on an elegant oak shaft that's been varnished to give it a rich, dark shine. Oh, we found our new replacement! Because this damn old sword's gotta go. Thank you, merchant of Vamna origin, because I didn't look at its culture. Son, you. Uh, you know what? I dedicate to him. I want you back. Hmm. Good shortcut. This is ridiculous, he process. As the keeper who dumps our personal collection, I have a responsibility to ensure the quality of work. You'll see once it's finished, Kangatos. You should leave a woman at work when she's forging an axe fit for royalty. Stick to your own duties. Those deer are close, I can feel it. It's good that we got this new spear to complement with the armor. Instead of that shoddy old sword that's been around for a century. Another nomad faction. Karluk, Mahayana nomads. Oh, that's gotta be it. Oh, wait, it's for those over there. Why do you insist on expanding into lands that don't belong to you? It's more trouble than it's worth. Although I fear that for once, I'm gonna have to actually raise my soldiers to deal with them. Let's get out there. I have % chance of success due to various reasons. You know what? Give me these for once. Because, you know, I'm an old person these days. And you know how disease can overwhelm me. My son was the first to spot it. This way we head off. Ambush with the bow. Patience. This should be easy to solve, I think. Soon find a scent. The watch the stagger, I could see a bow line. Tensely anticipation of flustered cries and bands grow louder. Brown male suddenly leaps into the clearing ahead, teeth flailing, charging straight towards us in terror. Hold, he's mine. 40% chance that beast is shot. 11% chance wounds someone. 47% chance it escapes. Oh. Actually, son, since you are the heir, you are the hunter, it's your kill. Give it him. As our cavalry takes aim as a stag charges towards Paul's pounding the dirt, the arrow strikes true, straight at the beast's heart. Good shot, son! Because you're younger, you have a bright future ahead of you. So that's why I thought, well, I was thinking about it, but I had second thoughts. You deserve it. He felled it. It belongs to him. Much as I want the glory for myself, but I still get it anyhow. So it belongs to you. Your kill. Trying to steal from me. Put it over in culture. Wait a few months. Well done. We are ruins of a small duelist shrine that perpetually has healing properties. It's not a major site of pilgrimage, so there aren't many outside region who know of it. However, the shrine does attract a constant stream of local visitors. Many here swear that worship of our greatness at this shrine has helped the ill recover from the number of ailments. My traveling companions and I debate on whether it might be worth it to stop by the shrine and spend some time to pray and make offerings to the Father of Greatness. It isn't a bad idea to pray it here. Can I have some coin? A regal throne of excellent craftsmanship. The frame is constructed of solid gold posts and seat cushioned with sand pillows. A tiny but elegant script runs outside, etiquette to stalwart friend Baz. Put it here. There. Same throne as my spouse, so we are equals. Good shortcut. Get closer to these two, that's what I want. And then after these I will switch over to wandering. A battle axe of excellent craftsmanship. Wrought iron has etched to feature different Manichean motifs, and then mounted on an elegant oak haft that's been made with camel bone. The model is built off and travels a horse elegantly scrapped on the side. Oh, this is lovely. As we're traveling through the corals, the sun is setting in the sky. Walls, hold on. Yes, came across while searching for a place to set our camp. We came across an eerie sight. A couple of dead birch trees within this circle were rocks covered with unusually large cobwebs. Alarmingly, a couple of human skulls. This place is cursed, Visma whispered. His voice hoarse to fear. We should leave. Wait, the so-called objects points to the dead trees and says, Look, fireflies. That's a lucky sign. We should camp here. I ponders the whether to camp here and gaze at the fireflies, the way they illuminate the ground and the dead trees, like stars glimmering in the night sky above. I feel almost stir in my heart, one I cannot describe. Let's camp a little farther away. She was the great steward. I'm a religious icon. You're gonna give me an artifact? Another mysterious lamp. Thank you. Well, I was about to say you still yet to have children, but no, about to have one. Alright, good on you. I'll wait for that moment. Let's rest here a bit. Alright. Naming that to me sounds nice, but Vaham. It's a Saka sounding name. Courtiers Saka sounding name, but plus simple to pronounce for some people. In 10 years' time, we'll be able to form that hybrid culture with the Goshinia, and we'll become one people of the Terran Basin. Oh, nice. Oh, what the hell? The migration. Go ahead. It's yours. I have no desire to fight over there. But if you want it back, go get him yourself, vassals. Kutan. You know, I want you to raise troops over there in there. We're actually gonna beat up those rebellious nomads over there. Glory be, Morcho. Yeah, go ahead, name them after me. Today in the council there was a major quarrel when Yavko Agni harshly challenged my views and placed my authority online. As my marshal proceeded to demolish my argument in front of everyone, the colleague thought I should address the matter. On the council, the mood was somewhat against me. Most of the time, I have awfully high diplomacy skill, and I am a calm person. I'll try to compromise to keeping the upper hand. Success. Managed a challenging argument. It blows so faint. Invoke some harsh laws there. We're still waiting for the men-at-arms to appear. And the real question is, can we afford them? I thought I already did that for culture. Oh yeah, armies are getting expensive these days. Stop gathering. We got enough that we need. Want you to march to this area at Kash. It'll take a while for us to get there because it'll be 3 months or so. That's when the rebellion will begin, and we'll try to put it down instead of giving it away, because it's getting exasperating in regards of letting land go. And then after this conflict, I will end the episode. Gosh, why does this keep happening? I don't see harsh rule over there anymore. Cut it out. Army's not a nursery. You want freedom? You shall have it in death. Time to get you. We're engaging with those bastards. They may have a higher advantage over us, but we have the numbers. Who knows where they're heading off to? But you know what? Keep going. We have the means to liberate the territory back in no time. Plus, it's a defensive war, so it's fine. You're not going to have offensive war opinion go up as it drags on. That'll help improve our light cavalry a bit better. Disloyal commander, plotting to betray me. Oh, you better not. I've heard about such things. If you do, I'll be sure to hire mercenaries to take you out. That's them, alright. Fort Lowell's left a lot to be desired. Liberated territory. Now I gotta go deal with them. Faster army movement speed. Ever since we created this culture, we've not gotten any new innovations. But for the casino, they haven't gotten any new innovations either. So, yeah, time's a bit behind. Damn, they got so many of these bastards. We're gonna engage him head on. Like a bull at the gate. Listen, Maradomre, Kandana, Sayusav, Marabeshe begged for me. A month ago, I was surveying the lands next to the river in Marabeshe, which is at the area near Kashka. A month ago, I was surveying the lands next to the river Marabeshe when I came across a magnificent golden treasure. I could see from the elongated skull shapes of the kings depicted on the coins that the treasure must have been hidden by a Hunnic people, perhaps the Imperial Hephthalites, who ruled my lands not too long ago. Now being descended from their stock, I think it's within my right to claim this treasure. My liege, Sovanak Panktele, is contesting this. He's trying to take the treasure from me, claiming his right as a successor of the Hephthalite overlordship of these lands. Please support me. I will let you give it. Do not forget this boon. During this dark period of war, it became apparent to me that much would be gained by mingling with the common soldiers, sergeants, and men-at-arms, debating tactics with them, checking with whom they were capable of better interacting on the battlefield, their specific capabilities and liabilities. Of course, mingling and discussing ideas and even words seeking advice of the common soldier will affect my prestige, which corners me in a dilemma, as certainly on the other hand, bypass the opportunity to stress me. I'll approach my men. Increased martial and advantage as about to go into battle with these bastards. Actually need another one. Master of the Horse. Baz. Warhorse Screaming. Advantage up. much as I like having you around, boss, but take a command is just one thing. Chances are even, but we have the numbers. No matter how bad it looks out there, we have a massive advantage over them. Reinforcements have arrived. We have them defeated. That'll put a stop to it. She was the great physician. Guess she had a good one here. I am actually gonna stop this episode as I'm feeling a little bit, exhausted and all that already, because I'm just trying to take it easy instead of doing 2-hour long episodes as I like to do. I know we haven't done much in the way of expansion, I'm just trying to take it easy. Although we did reclaim this little enclave there, and that's what I wanted. Just my priority was to make this realm as wealthy as possible, and more. But at least the members of my dynasty are growing, as it should be. So perhaps there will be some more traveling to do. I can't remember the time I visited the university, but you can't go there yet. Would like to, just to increase it a bit more. But that's wishful thinking. So, we'll see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.